Okay, basically what we got is our sewer's backed up, our sewer main. The sewers are really old in this part. You can see here's a clean out and we get shadow. You can see it's full. This is very common. We had to go and rent a water jet, which really isn't it's the best thing we could rent, but I mean it'd be a lot better if we could get a jet company out to come and actually jet it. Be a lot more pressure. You see our water just went down. I'll take you over here to the way we're jetting to. All these sewer mains through here are clay tile. They were probably done in the 50s and 60s, and they what happens is we got all these big trees around here, and as you know, tree roots are as long or wide in the ground as what a tree is tall. So a lot of these roots, the clay tile, they can get right inside them, and it'll break the bells, and it'll break the housing, and it'll break our sewer pipe, and that's what's clogging everything up. I don't know if you can see down in there, probably not, but that's full. This is one of our sewer clean outs. Here's another one. Basically it's plugged totally all the way over to here. Now this jetter cost us $80 a day to rent, which ain't too bad. It's pretty cheap compared to $700 to actually get a company out and jet it. In the future, I'd like just to have our own jet truck. You can get a pull behind jetter that connects on a trailer. You can run it. It shoots a lot higher PSI of water than what that does, but you know, we use them with what we got. Looks like the guy's got it covered up. We were working last night trying to fix the backhoe bucket and realized that the sewer was backed up, getting a lot of complaints. Now down in here is our sewer. These are 8-inch mains. Now somebody at some point had broken them, but you can see right here it's plugged. This one's flowing, but right here where it comes in, that's the one that's plugged. So hardly any water is even going through that. We probably need to come back over here and jet back up this way and try to get it unplugged. We have a guy in the park that owes us a bunch of money for rent, and he says he's insured to cut down trees, so we'll see. So I'm going to hire him to cut down our trees. Well, the trees that are rotted. Most of them need topped. A lot of them, there's a bunch of junk branches on them. You know, we just don't have the funds to go through and cut down all the trees. That's kind of not super important right now. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys a shot of what we're doing today, Monday morning. We're in the park all weekend working, which is nothing new. I'm normally here 7 days a week. But we were trying to fix the backhoe bucket. And I'll show you guys the backhoe bucket that we're trying to fix. Now, this is our toter, and I got a possible job down in Indiana for a guy who works for a nationwide company to haul mobile homes. Problem is, we're never going to pass DOT inspection to cross state lines. It'd be hauling homes from Michigan to Indiana. But I'll show you right here, the window's cracked. I don't know if you can even see it. The crack is right there. But that's not going to pass DOT inspection. So we had to put in a new front window. And we're basically going to have to go through our ball joints and put new ball joints in the truck. And there's a few minor things we got to do, but I mean, it's costly. It'd probably get us about $1,500 to get our truck back on the road to where we can haul across state lines. This is our backhoe bucket. The brackets, I'll show you the old. Right here, I sent Paul a video, but I didn't send you guys one. Right here is the bucket where the pin goes through. Basically, this sits on here just like this. and then it fits on the back of the backhoe. And these pins right here, these pins go through, and that's what holds it onto the arm of the backhoe. Well, as you can see, that's not supposed to be like that. It should look like that, what those ones look like. But because they'd never been maintenance by the previous company, it broke. So we came in here yesterday and grinded it all down and went to go weld it. And we found out this is a homemade bucket. The steel right here is only a 32nd thick. So we can't even weld it. It's not even thick enough to weld. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to cut it right along here. And cut it along here, cut all this out, basically. And put a new top plate on. We'll probably put a 3/8 steel on here. There's no re-rod. Normally there's gussets ran in here to support it, to strengthen it. They never ran nothing. This is, right here, this is all hollow. So this is a very cheaply made bucket. I mean, honestly, if I buy the steel and stuff, we could make a bucket better than this one for probably $400 or $500. You can buy one for probably $1,000. But, so what we're going to do is we're going to end up torching this all off, cutting this off, running gussets in here to support it, and putting a new top plate down and welding it back on, then weld our brackets on. In the meantime, we can't run our water lines because it's, it's broke. The backhoe's broke, so we're kind of screwed. Right here's our power washer. This is our portable welder. We put it on the toter so that way we can take in if we need to weld up tongues to anything or any, and that's what we used on this bucket. If we need to weld up the tongues to a trailer or anything, we can use it as our lawnmower. And even this had never been maintained. The oil had never been changed in it. Radiator fluid had never been changed in it. And the wheel bearing, I don't know if you can see it. On the one tire, see how it's cockeyed? The wheel bearing's shot. There's no more wheel bearing in it. Honestly, best thing for this mower, it works. It's a 0-turn. Best thing we could do with it is trade it in and get a new one. She's been used and abused its whole life, so it barely runs, but it runs, and it does, it does a decent job, and we use it. So this is all our water line that we're putting in. This is our PEX line. That's the snowplow blade for the backhoe, and this is our auger that we use to auger holes to pour piers. This is all wood for a deck. We keep it inside, that way nobody can steal it. And then these are some axles and other stuff. Basically, this is our little shop. It's not much of a shop, but it's what we got and it's what we use. So these are our shop doors. I'd like to buy an overhead door because this is just unsafe. You can see right here where it's broke. The whole thing's broke right off. So really, if somebody really wanted to get in here, they more than likely could, but it's a couple $100 for a shop door, and that's just not imperative right now. So I'm going to take you back over here. I'm going to go back and check on these guys and help them try to get this water line down. So hope you guys enjoy.